Great. So I'm just going to do a quick couple-minute meditation so we can all kind of get on the same page, join our energies together, and then I'm going to start doing my breathing, my light language, and you can open your eyes and do whatever you want. You know, you don't have to have your eyes closed the whole time. And you will know that you're talking to Eclectia because they will tell you. So. Feel yourself fully present in your body as you sit here in this room. All there is now. Let the past and the future fall away. Take a few deep, calming breaths. Allow your heart and your mind and your body to sync up with one another. Allow yourself to connect with everyone else that is in this room right now as we receive with oneness. Feel your nervous system settle down. Connect with your internal self, your higher mind. Are there any things that you have been wondering that have been hard for you to reach? Are there any questions that you've had as you are on your journey of self-realization and healing? Allow yourself to connect with all of who you really are, all of what is non-physical that you cannot see. Valeni kilo oronoro saktar balele kinira shaitan elan kudo boso no maitai. An kareiela ala kronu o basatan kareitiri in yaida ko pasamana denima. Ablam komnan karishiat yaniana ala klula brongo azidiri alan kare udunu umadgodo sokoto omana kaletin kisiatura. على خلق لي أقوى منا أنكري أدجن كرو وزكتو باسكالن من كريتيو تو ولو تقولون من قريبتين كي أبدا Alahela, ala kuluro ko no masaktari initikiri o don koruyo to mayo to mahayeti dian kayu pandawar kidesiya. Mashi diauno. Mele ele kiaura. Good evening, all. We are those of Eclectia. We are so glad to be in your presence. We have a short message for you before we unleash the time of questions. We would like to share with you about timelines and creating your reality. As I'm sure you are all well aware, there is challenging times that you are navigating through on your planet right now. The energies are shifting and you are all shifting. We would like to bring your attention to the idea of shifting timelines. You are doing this all the time, multiple times per minute. You are not changing the earth or changing yourself. What you are doing is coming into alignment with what it is that you have brought into your attention. We would like to offer these words to you as a tuning to use in order to shift yourself into the timeline that you prefer and create the reality that you prefer for your own life. These words are focus, attention, awareness, intention, imagination, and beliefs. When you use these tools appropriately, you can shift yourself into the preferred timeline that you desire. This is how you create your reality. If you would like something different than what you are experiencing at this time, use these tools. Remove your focus from that which you do not want to see and put it on that which you do want to see. You can do this internally at any moment of any day. You have much more power than you know that you have to make the life for yourself that you desire. If you would like to see an earth that is flourishing and where everyone cooperates and where we all have the freedom to be exactly who we are and where we share the love and the goodness of all that is, Find that place within yourself first. Find that energy within your body, within your mind. And continue to use the tools, which we will repeat once more. Focus, attention, awareness, intention, imagination, and beliefs. And now we would like to move on to the portion of serving you and what it is that can help you on your path of self-realization and healing. Please raise your hand and we will answer after you have asked.
I'll start.
Yes.
My mother's having a difficult time living here anymore on this planet. She'd like to move on. She's in pain and things. Is there anything I need to know to assist her? Something to tell her? I don't know what to do. She's very upset that she wakes up every morning still here.
You have done all that you need to do, but she has agreed to do certain things for you, spiritually speaking. And those things are yet to be accomplished. This is partially the reason why she is remaining on Earth. Her physical mind, her lower mind, if you will, does not understand these pre-incarnative agreements, and that is why she is in disharmonic resonance with her higher self and cannot remember these agreements that are made. All is well as it is, even though her physical body suffers. She, in the fullness of who she is not experiencing any of that pain. Know that there are timings for this to occur. Is there any further question on that topic?
So it's just a waiting game. There's nothing I can do to help her.
You have stated it justly, though this is a feeling in your human race that does not want to be experienced because there is grief and feelings of unmitigated compassion. It is, as you say, a type of game. And we do not wish to reduce your existence to a game because you are all feeling things very deeply on a physical level. However, there are essentially mini games that are being played out that do not seem in your reality very fun, as you call them, but to the higher self are part of the experience that was at one time before birth desired to have. Is there anything further on this topic?
No.
Are there any other questions from anyone else?
I feel that the divine is calling me to reside in Ely, and it has not manifested yet. I'm wondering what it is that I need to do internally to prepare myself for the transition so that I am fully on board with leaving behind family and friends to come here.
Give us a moment. Ely nola kolora sinini jebolo namaka leblen kadi nimi satan bron kopo tu bosu kumara manadikiti biatama. Maresini akro bro suman kare lebne ankare ala brahman kare jikiti mana pro masata. We feel that this process for you has been challenging, and that is all right. There are things that you are learning and gaining wisdom on as you navigate your way through this decision-making process. We cannot interfere with your free will and tell you what you must do, for that is part of your understanding and your gaining of wisdom and learning who you are through this process. But we can say that if there is something you want to do, as you say, in order to get into alignment with your higher self as it guides you to where you need to be, we would share with you that being still, being at peace, finding time where you are not interrupted by external voices or lists or activities, you will find something very deep within yourself that you felt was there all along to know, but could not see until the time where you become still. Some of you may be aware of the scripture within your book called the Bible that says, "Be still and know that I am God." For some of you, this has meant a higher being separated from yourself, but we would like to let you know that this God is you, this being that you seek, this one that you seek, this thing that you seek in wanting to know where to go or how to get there or how to settle there in a specific place. This thing, this spirit, is the one you seek, and you will find it in the stillness, and it is you. Is there anything further on this topic?
No.
You are most welcome. Is there anyone else with a question or a comment?
How can I connect on a deeper level with my son?
Could you speak up just a little bit?
How can I connect on a deeper level with my son?
There is a color, a vibrational color that is coming up within this channel. For us, it is not a color, it is an energetic synchronization, but there are no English words that this channel has to describe what we would like to share with you about this specific synchronization for you and your son as you find your deeper connection. Focus on the color yellow and the opening of both of your sacral energy centers, and find that you will connect there. Give us another moment. There is an enormous amount of energy between the both of you in these areas. However, there is a certain blockage within both of your energy centers, which has been there since birth. If you were to, in your meditative state, focus on these energy centers as you connect, and this color, you will be able to find the connection that you are seeking. You will feel it within your own body in the sacral center. It will feel almost like a cramping or a doubling over without pain right here. And when you feel that, the synchronization of what you are asking for with deeper connection will begin. Does this make sense to you?
Yes, it does.
Is there anything further on this topic?
No, thank you very much.
You're welcome. Are there others? Questions, comments?
Yes, I have a question.
Yes, please speak up.
As we change from third to fourth density, and as Pachamama, Mother Earth, is going to be physically changing in so many drastic ways, I'm wondering whether or not we here up in northern Minnesota are going to be experiencing very little change.
You are wondering if this area will experience little change?
Yes. Northern Minnesota.
This is an excellent question which perfectly aligns with our message that we had in the beginning about shifting timelines. Let us get into this. Our mother, your mother, Earth. She has many timelines, as do all of you. It appears as if you are all sharing the same timeline because to you it is obvious that you are all together in the same room at the same time. However, you, because you are in different timelines, are sharing different perspectives on what you are seeing and what you are experiencing as you live or visit this northern region. There are many possibilities for your Earth, and they all simultaneously exist. And so, Earth, Mother, the one that you would like to experience, whatever that may be, that is the one you will experience. If you would like to see this northern land flourish without competition, without stepping on somebody else's feet, if you would like to see this northern land and this earth come together in compassion, peace, harmony, synchronization, you shall use the tools that we have stated in the beginning: focus, attention, awareness, intention, imagination, and beliefs, to align yourself with the timeline that you desire. And so, if you desire the timeline on Earth and in this northern land that this channel and others in this room desire to see, one of goodness and cooperation, one of sharing and love, put your tools to use and you will see that which you desire come to pass in your own reality. Is there something further that we may have missed about this topic?
Yes. Those qualities are being used on a constant basis. And the predictions from the past haven't come true from the Bible and Nostradamus, etc. And we are moving into a much different, higher consciousness. And things are changing so much. Why? We passed 1987, we passed 2012, the end of the Mayan calendar, and the world was supposed to be, we were doing so well, going towards the love and the harmony and the oneness. And it seems like just in the last few years, the world has just gone into chaos. I don't know what to make of it. Because I thought we were doing so good, and we were all coming closer to oneness, in the fullness of oneness.
We understand your query, and you are doing well. There are two things you must remember. Number one is that the idea of shifting timelines is relatively new to your species, and therefore the energetic embodiment of understanding and wisdom into this idea has not reached its full potential, which is partially the reason for seeing what you see and hearing what you see. The other thing is that what you see, what you hear, the things that upset you, the things that cause you grief, the things that make you feel you are in turmoil about the current state of this planet are necessary things. That is not fun to hear because you do not like to see this. But what is happening right now is the Great Awakening. These things that have been prophesied, the things that you have mentioned. There are two things to remember about this. The first thing to remember about prophetic things is that they are not certain. They are predictions only from the time that they are given based on the energetic signature of that time. When a prophecy is given externally to anyone who hears it, they can shift and change just from hearing the prophetic utterance come out of another human being's mouth or from written words on a piece of paper. And because they hear it, actually change the timeline that is occurring at a supposed future time that is prophesied. Also, the reason that you need to see these things is because they have been hidden for a long time. Your species cannot awaken unless they see what needs to be seen and hear what needs to be heard. All of the things that are coming up are things that have been around for ages and ages and ages. It is not that they are new things and are happening now. It is that they are being shown to you, offering you a choice. Would you like this, or would you like this? Would you like this? Would you like this? Or would you like any of this? And that is why we list the tools. Because if you do not want to see the lower things that you are seeing, if you do not want to experience that reality, you must use the tools to shift yourself into the reality that you would like to see. And we know this is not always easy for your species, for you have been programmed since birth in order to function a certain way, and it causes many illusions and veils, and you cannot see very easily beyond this into the spiritual realms. Is this sufficient for your question?
Yes, thank you. Very wise.
You are welcome. We enjoy serving. Is there any further questions?
I'm being drawn to a move.
Speak up just a little bit.
I'm being drawn to a move to Nashville, Tennessee. And I'm wondering if I should or will, and if I would that lead to a greater sense of love and sense of belonging?
This is an excellent question. A sense of belonging. A sense of belonging. Do you know who you belong to? Do you know?
No.
You belong to yourself. No one else. As you belong to yourself, as you understand the wisdom of belonging to yourself, you will find a sense of belonging wherever you are. As you begin to realize the depth of your belonging to yourself as the I am, you will find it easy to be guided to the physical space that most represents your highest alignment. We would like to repeat ourselves again because the energy is there to hear it. You belong to yourself. You have belonging within you as the I am. Each and every one of you belong to yourself as the I am. Did we answer you sufficiently, or can we dig a little deeper on this topic?
No, I think that makes sense. Thank you.
Thank you. Questions, comments? Anyone else?
Yes, I am reaching a stage in my life where I'm looking at possibly retirement in a few years, and I have ideas and visions of what I see for myself that I've considered. And my question is, would those ideas and changes be for my better interest, and should I pursue them further?
Let us begin with an energetic offering to you in the form of light language, as we cannot at this time access exact English words. They may come through this channel when we are finished, but if you at this time can, close your eyes and connect with your internal and higher self as you listen to the sound frequency coming from this channel's mouth. You will have better access to that answer. Alehileno luklu lanikria dana danardi ziatana lemekun kurusokto shaktani yelelan karat garidian gautu makasa lenan kriata unamono do bosso knut shadu kustanan kriatiata ala kringea un koruba asan karishipi denyak dere bela bronkoto moko su borshiti mon koluvio sapa nia kadilangara lasa tuno bosso kunu shipiata laranu kupa mokosutu mokoto songoleti pia. There is an energy for you if you can open your eyes in this area of your chest, going up into your throat that wants to come out of your mouth, not here and not today, but at some point in your meditative sessions or when you are silent, when you allow the energy from here to here out your mouth, you will hear your answer for yourself when you need that. Is this sufficient, or can we answer you further?
Yes, it's sufficient, thank you.
You are welcome. Questions, comments? We're ready for more.
Does April need a drink of water?
She does not. Thank you for asking.
I am wondering if a past life regression session would be useful to me on my soul's journey.
Your soul's journey is beautiful. We like it, and we have enjoyed watching you in your human form follow this path. Yes, you would probably benefit more than not by having what you call a past life regression. However, we would like to tell you, even though in your terminology as human beings you have past, future, all these other different times, your lives have all happened simultaneously right now as we are speaking. And so, it would probably be very beautiful for you to connect with some of the other selves that are living out most glorious and interesting lifetimes. Is this sufficient? Or is there more?
Yes, that's good. Do you have a recommendation for me on a person to help me with this?
We cannot due to free will infringement. However, you will be able to feel it within your heart center during your meditative sessions. More questions or comments?
I have an easy question for you.
Okay.
Whatever happened to the Anasazi Indians in Chaco Canyon, New Mexico?
That is an interesting question indeed. This channel is unaware of that, and we cannot use her language in order to communicate with you about that. In fact, we, even though we are higher density than your species, do not always have access to all the information all the time. We are not all-knowing, as you have maybe termed some of your gods or goddesses. We are sorry that we cannot answer this for you. However, if you enjoy this topic, there are other entities that come through other channels that may be able to assist you on that question. Is that sufficient?
That was a wonderful answer. Thank you.
You're most welcome. More questions or comments?
I'll ask a question. I'm aware of a lot of people beginning to experience heart arrhythmia, if that's correct. And it seems to be new heart arrhythmia. Their hearts are not syncing up properly, and it seems to be happening to many people. I was wondering if you had any information about why, and if there's anything that could help.
Absolutely. Beautiful question. We would like to tell a very short story about this channel and some heart palpitations that she experienced when she first started channeling us, and even beforehand. We do not wish to steer you, however, in the direction of not seeking medical attention if you feel like that is appropriate for you. The channel would also like to tell you, because she is concerned about legal issues, that we are not here to offer medical advice. However, there is energies on and in and around and passing through your planet, your solar system, that is presenting an option for many of you to sync up with and come into harmony with. Because your nervous systems are so sensitive to these new energies, this can sometimes be felt in and around the organ of the heart, and this can cause various interesting feelings and disharmonic resonances, and, as you called it, arrhythmias, palpitations, things of that nature. Because the energy of fourth density, as you are shifting into, is associated with the heart and the heart center, and opening up the heart, which is love and connection. Some people are resistant to letting go of hardness towards others, attachments to egoic energies, and things of that nature, that this is causing a disharmonic resonance between that which is being offered and the heart, which wants to beat in love. And when it cannot beat in love, it feels the sensation of not being able to express itself fully. And so, if you are experiencing things within your heart organ that you feel or know are not medical issues, know that you can open your heart to love and allow the light and the love of the one infinite I am, source energy, to flow through, and your bodies will come into alignment with your higher being. Is this sufficient?
Very, thank you.
You're very welcome. Give us a moment. Our group, which many of your humans call social memory complex, is very fond of you, all of you. We have been watching your planet, assisting her in her evolution as she shifts into the timeline that she prefers. And her heart, her energetic heart, her desire is for all those who she has birthed from dust to come into alignment with her, to experience the love and the joy and the peace and the light that she is beginning to unleash for you to use in your own evolution, cracking through the pores and the spaces and the magnetic portions of the center within her. There is great love for you from her. There is great love for you from us. And we hope and we offer you our energy, synced up with the energy of your beautiful Mother Earth. And if you take it, your light body will also be activated. Are there further questions or comments?
That was beautiful. Thank you.
You're very welcome.
I would like to ask about Hawaii, especially Kauai, and I know that it is such a special spiritual place. Can you share more about that? Why it feels so special?
Hawaii and the surrounding islands, and even the places beneath these areas which have not yet been detected. Caverns, openings into the earth. These are ancient spaces. These places were portions of earth in which humanity was given its first foothold to say, let us expand from here. There is a strong opening of Mother Gaia in this area. And this is why the indigenous of the area feel very protective of their land, and why recent events on Earth in these areas have been so tormenting to those whose ancestries have evolved in this area. If you wish to help those who have originated in these areas with love and protection, you can assist by allowing your heart center become in synchronization with this area. Recent difficult events in this area are only symptoms of what wants to come through this earth, a sacred energy. Do not fear that which you see and that which you hear. There is strength building in this area, in these ancient, sacred land masses. Is there anything further on this topic?
No, not at this time, thank you.
You are welcome. Give us a moment. The channel is having difficulty with our increased offering of energy. Are there any further questions or comments? Thoughts you would like to share?
Yes, can you tell me if I lived a past life in Scotland? And if so, if you know the general timeline?
(1905) male figure wearing a purple scarf. Scotland. This is all we can share with you at this time.
Thank you.
Is there anything further? Questions?
Eclectia, could you tell me how I died in my most recent past life before I was born into this physical body?
There are things that you are currently on the trajectory of. If we told you the information that you seek would shift your path, and that path would not be beneficial to you. So we will refrain from sharing this information at this time. We are ready for more if you are.
Currently, I think the best way to put it is I feel unsettled in my home life and in my work life. My home is very chaotic and has a lot of negative energy and unkindness and separateness amongst all the members of the household. And it's very overwhelming to me that it makes it hard for me to go to a career where I take care of other people. And when I'm at work, I have a hard time setting boundaries with those that I care for And I feel like I take on a lot of their energy and it's very draining. So that when I'm back home again, I'm feeling like I have nothing to give to that other chaotic environment. And I don't know if you have any advice for how to feel more settled and less anxious in either one of those environments or both.
First, we would like to offer you some energy in the form of sound. And then we will ask, excuse this channel, then we will tackle, as you say, the actual question. As we use this channel's light language, you can allow yourself to be open in the heart center and allow the frequency to help you. Alio kular moya nahadakia anara urmon koto sok toro shinimen geriaru na krokuasia. Larinini ya kunuro to bororo kono na manaje de regiti si augunda manan karibia tiana. Ani atana zakula marsalele min gelera koto brava kadaba. Arin kiribiata. Arumod ko suatnia. Mora no korshi de gelera barakata. Your spirit is so precious. In your question, there is one misunderstanding that you have about the idea of separation. From our perspective, we see this as a veil that you cannot see beyond because you have not fully realized your connectedness to all people and all things. You hold yourself apart from some of them. As you begin to put out the desire, the frequency to know yourself, to fully know yourself, this veil of separation will begin to fall from your eyes and dissolve in front of you, and you will be able to have the wisdom and understanding of true connectedness. Even when those around you are mirroring to you that which you do not want to see, that which you do not enjoy. If you can embody the connectedness, the true you, you will feel the openness and the ability to allow your interactions to fall away from you, and the energy of what you want to give to those you serve come forth easily and without resistance. Before you go into your sleep pattern tonight, imagine for yourself the crown of your head being lighted, and connecting with the depths of who you are, all through your whole physical body and your spiritual, etheric body as well. Is this sufficient for your question?
Yes, at this time. Thank you.
You're very welcome. Are there any other questions or comments?
Eclectia?
Yes, speak up, please.
Do you recognize
Do we recognize? Do we recognize you? Yes, we do. Where have you been?
services?
Thank you. Where would you like to be?
Services?
All is well for you. And with us. Thank you for sharing your spirit. There is more for you. Give us a moment.
All love.
We have waited a long time to hear your voice through physical form. Thank you. What a great reunion.
Rejoice.
Allow us to offer our joy for experiencing you once again. Please take the offering to all those you serve. To anyone right now hearing the sound of our energy through this channel's voice, we offer to you love, joy, and well-being. All you have to do is open your heart and receive it. It is always within you because you are that. Isn't that amazing? You are never apart from that which you seek. It is within you. It is around you. It is everything that you have been wanting, desiring, seeking. You run so hard. You dig so deep, and yet it is right there. Always right there. Waiting. In the stillness. Oh boy. This energy is delicious. Is there any other questions at this time?
How can we please your social memory complex more?
Oh, sweet, sweet, sweet Spirit. It is not your duty to please us. We are not your God or your superior. We seek to be in harmony with you and work with you. We are not any more righteous than you. We are not any more wonderful or spectacular than you. Just because we have evolved to a higher density than where you are at this time does not make us something to worship or to bow down to. We all have and are the I am. If you seek to please yourself by serving what most comes naturally to you, to help others heal, to help others self-realize, to help others come into a deeper connection with all that is. If you seek to serve, if you desire to be associated with the positive evolution of your planet and your species, align yourself first and foremost with the I am energy that is expressing through your physical form, the source of all that lives, the one which you all are. And do not know it fully yet, but you will. As you stand up within yourself, as you come into alignment with your wisdom and with your higher self, with the light and the love that you are, you will realize the one within you. Can we assist any further on this topic?
It is all love.
You are very welcome. Anything else?
Don't be shy.
I have a question.
Please.
Are there people from my personal family ancestry that are part of Eclectia?
Are you asking for yourself or for another?
For myself?
You, as as what you would call a future self, although there is no other time but now, as a different being, are a part of our group. And there are also other family members. However, we cannot share with you those names at this time.
Thank you.
Someone is pulling a lot of energy through this channel. If you have a question or something to share, please do so before she explodes.
I just want to say there is so much love and light in this room. Thank you.
Thank you. It is all of you who create and facilitate the ability for us to speak through this channel in this way. And so we appreciate your openness and willingness to communicate with us in such a, as this channel would say, weird way. Is there anyone else?
Can you tell us in human terms what it's like in Eclectia?
What it is like in Eclectia?
Yes.
Could you be more specific?
What is it? What does it look like? What does it feel like? What do you do there?
All right. We are not anywhere specific, although we have what you would call a home base about 3 million light years away from your Earth in another dimension. So even if you went looking for us, you would not see us. This home base is not a planet, though we are close to a planet, which in your human terms could begin with a Z, but this channel in no way, shape, or form would be able to translate that for you. We reside in what would closely resemble a membrane pod, though this sounds a little strange in your human terms. It is an energy bubble, if you will. There are those of us who are non-physical and have always been non-physical. There are those of us who are physical sometimes and other times not so much. Those who are enjoying physical realities come and go as they please from our energy bubble. Some of them go to other planets as helpers, assistants of that nature. As these beings go to different places, they bring back with them to our core energy all the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding that they have gained in their lifetime as a physical being. you also asked, what does it feel like? If we were to give you a energetic translation of what it feels like to be within our energy core, your physical body would poof into dust. It is such high energy spaces of love, joy, and peace, and all those positive things you all want to embody, that your physical forms would be annihilated in receiving so much light at one time. It is what you call glorious, magnificent, beautiful. And the planet that we most closely oversee is one that many of you have pictured for Earth. A type of nirvana, a type of heaven, a type of bliss. And as previously mentioned, if you can focus yourself into the timeline that you prefer, you will see that on Earth. Was that sufficient, or was there more to your question that we missed?
Thank you, that was interesting.
Indeed. There are very many more interesting things that we have yet to share with all of you when the time is right. This channel has just realized that she does not know what time it is. How are we doing in that department?
You're doing well. There's time for more questions.
Excellent. Please, more questions.
Yes. How or why did you choose this human April as a channel?
Thank you. Excellent question. The one you know as April, her higher being is also a part of our complex, as you say. She is learning, essentially, to channel part of her highest self within our group. Is this sufficient, or is there more?
Yes. It's sufficient.
I have a question.
Please.
Does everybody have the ability to channel?
You are all channels. You all always channel yourself. I know that sounds a little silly, or somebody thought that and we heard your energy about it being silly. In any case, what you think of as you most often is a bodily form, or perhaps your mind, and indeed, we alluded to this earlier, that is not you. That is your body, an avatar which you are using here, and your personality which your mind has formed here. The part of you that gives movement, gives breath, gives life to this form is that which you are channeling. Your higher self, your spirit, you are channeling that constantly. We are sure, though, you probably meant can anyone channel a higher being? Is this correct?
Yes, but I liked your answer too. Thank you.
Can anyone channel a higher being? Yes. However, not many on your earth yet have come into alignment with their higher etheric body in order to allow this connection to occur. There will at one time on your earth, in your future, come a time when most humans, or that which resemble human, will be channeling entities from all manner of galaxies and parts of the universe in order to share knowledge, much like which... Give us a moment. Your internet is very similar to the energetic form that will take place on your earth when most humans channel other entities and information. It will be done without the need for external devices. You will do it within what you call the mind, although it will be your entire etheric body that will be channeling and connecting to one another. If you desire to channel your guides, other beings, you can. It is there for you. For yourself and for others. But we would caution you, make your choice on which you will serve. Will you serve the light, or will you serve the dark? And that depends on what you want to come through you. Is that sufficient for that question?
Yes, but I guess I'd like to ask another one. Are we all part of a social memory complex?
No, not everyone is. There are many forms of spiritual bodies. Some become singular higher selves. Others become social memory complexes, and there is everything in between. Is this sufficient?
Yes, thank you.
Is there anything further from anyone else?
I have a follow-up question from something somebody else asked.
Okay.
In regards to, I'm not sure how to ask it. So when you're focusing on taking your focus off of the lower, I think you said the lower, not realms, but
Energy?
energy maybe? Yeah. And putting it on the energies that you want to see in this lifetime, in this world, in this northern region. How do you reconcile that with, I guess, is that to say you ignore what you see as poverty or war or all these things going on? I'm assuming you're not saying to ignore those things and just pretend that they're not there. So how do you go about showing compassion and caring for those things going on in this world and still be able to focus on the world in the way that you want to see it. Does that make
Excellent.
sense?
Yes, we understand. If a person feels so drawn to assist with certain things on your planet, things that you do not prefer to see, poverty, hunger, pollution, unrest, if you feel a desire within yourself to help in a more physical way, in a more intentional way with things like this, absolutely go towards what feels right for you to do. But there is discernment to be had here, because there are many who get involved in causes who are doing so out of fear, who are doing so out of the feeling of obligation. And none of these lower energies, if you bring them with you into what you feel called, are helpful. If you do not have the ability or the desire to go or assist in any of these things, there is no point in focusing on these things. And you are right, we are not suggesting that you ignore them and put your head in the sand. However, unless you are going to align your energy with the solution to that which you want to see change, you cannot go on focusing your attention in areas that you do not want to see.
Thank you.
Is there anything else? Did we answer that sufficiently?
I think so. Thank you.
We would like to expand briefly on this. There are many on your planet that feel called internally to help. And yet instead of helping, they are fighting. They may not be fighting with external weapons, but they are fighting within. They are angry at what they see. They are in turmoil about what they see. They hate what they see and hear coming from the mouths and actions of others. All of these energetic symbols cause more veiling, more disharmony. If you desire to be of service, to love and light, you must accept what is while focusing on what you want to see. You cannot come into a oneness. You cannot come in to the I am energy with an us and a them feeling, with a hatred for what you see, with turmoil about what you experience on your planet. This does not mean to allow things to continue on the way they are and not offer your assistance. We are only describing an energetic thing that you do within yourself. If you feel negative emotions and have dark thoughts about that which you see and hear and perceive in your physical realm, do not move forward with trying to help, because you are caught in separation mentality, and you will bring that energy to that which you are trying to help. We know this might sound counterintuitive, and we can even maybe hear some of those echoes throughout your planet. But shouldn't we do something, even if we are scared or angry? That is up to you to decide. Only you can know what to do with your path. But just know that whatever energy you feel inside is what you bring to what you serve.
Time for one more question or comment?
Why are we taught to have fear?
There are many layers to this. There are those in your realms, in your physical realms, which may use fear as a means to get what they want. These are those who serve themselves. And they do not always serve themselves in the way that you think they do. Fear is also not always taught, but an energetic thought form that is in your third density plane of existence. It is something you are essentially, as humans, born into, and it is the easiest energy to get caught up within. It is the easiest veil to put up, and it is one of the most difficult veils to let go of. Fear is also on another level, as much as you do not want to know it, is something you knew coming in that would teach you great wisdom if you transmute and translate that energy into higher forms of energy as you self-realize and heal. Fear is a great teacher. Give us a moment. Rather than resisting fear, as many of you do, allow it to be. Allow yourself to feel the fear while being aware that the fear is there. And rather than reject it and call it evil or dark, allow fear to be your mirror and to be your teacher. Allow it to ask you questions about who you are. Fear is just an energy asking to be expressed and transmutated. Fear is not meant to be feared. Did we answer sufficiently? as we know this is the end of this event. We would like to assist you in another very short meditative state, if you wish. Find a comfortable place to sit or lay. Who are you? Who are you really? Not your personality. Not your physical body. Not your mind that thinks thoughts that don't make sense and don't align with what you want. As you ask yourself in the stillness of being right now, who am I? Who asks that question of me? Who is the one that is aware that it is asking me, who am I? It is an energy without words, without labels, without attachments to physical expression or personality traits. Connect with this. Connect with this I am within you. Take a slow, deep breath down into your entire physical being, all the way into your toes and into the tips of your fingers. Exhaling resistance to your own self. Allow for the energy of gratitude and thankfulness to embody all that you are. Gratitude for anything that you want to be gratitude is towards. That is interesting. Are you grateful for yourself? Are you grateful for right now? Find the energy, allow the energy of gratefulness to express itself in your body. And here you are, spirit, manifesting itself through a human form. What a wonderful thing to experience. Yes, even the challenges. Be here now. Be now, always. Take the time that you need to feel yourself in your body as we come to a close of this session. And when you are ready, you may sit up. We are those of Eclectia. Much love for all of you. As we take our leave of this channel, know that we never leave you.
Thank you, April, for sharing that marvelous gift with all of us, and Eclectia for their wisdom.
Jamie, I got an answer for your first question. With the heart and brain, we can do it. Have some more of this wonderful tea. I'm not even a tea drinker. This stuff is really good. Wonderful words.
We do have some paper over here for feedback. If anybody has any, we'd love to hear. We do have a couple, one for sure upcoming event, which will be at Marcia's house. We are having our October gathering is co-hosted with Marcia's business, Inner Women's Studio. And it's going to be a costume Halloween event with snacks. So hopefully you can make it. It's October 28th. We will be sending more information out tomorrow about that. And November 28th will be our November gathering. Location yet to be determined. And most likely potluck. So we've developed a flow that we got to try out last September, which went really nicely. Some connecting time, some food, and meditation and circle time, just to share. And it was, I think, enjoyed by all. So hopefully we will see you guys again at either of those events. And we do have a newsletter, email that we send out, not bombard you, but just when there's updates. And we do have a donation box